Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey Contino here, and so many of you guys have been asking me for the update on my backyard, my dream backyard. And well, since our last video, I've done a lot. So I figured, let's go through at least what I'm showing you, because there's a lot that's down the pipeline. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. It is practically fall. Let's just call this fall because it's getting in the low 60s at night. And since our last update, I've torn down a lot of trees, mostly by hand, because my saw just kept on going, and so using an axe seemed to be easier. And so I'm going to share that with you and a couple projects I've been doing. Our garden I'm going to save for another video because it's going to be an interesting video. I bought a rack and I installed this little corner section here to keep the wood nice and dry. It's higher up actually, so when the water comes down, it goes down this way. Nothing to worry about. This is all the wood from our backyard, not all of it, some of it that I decided to cut up. These I left full pieces. These ones I actually chopped up. Looking down, I haven't touched this section at all. I don't have any plans on doing that for a while. Same thing with the shed. I did buy new shingles. I'm not going to put them up till next year. This is all going to need a paint job. That's kind of waiting down the pipeline. We're waiting for Julia's father to come in because he's going to build us a sauna back here, which is going to be nice. I don't need it for storage because I got all this down here for chairs and things. And this is the backyard. Here's the old retention wall, which is failing miserably. It is falling apart. There's actually a large chunk of it over there. This step is failing. There used to be another step here that completely failed, but all this has been cleared out. You can see our water spouts come from here. So when they come down this way, come up that way, they actually joint in the middle. So when we put in the steps, which is going to go right here, we're going to build that down and have to push that into a drainage pipe, which is going to drain out that way, hopefully with the new retention wall. You can see how much it's collapsed. It's going down. It's completely dry rotted. I mean, it's rotted all the way through. This has to be replaced, especially if you want kids to come down here and play. You go down here, pool that way, and gym set and all that. It needs to be fixed now. And essentially, where this is going to be where the new retention wall is going to be, because I need to have some space here to walk. Because if not, you can't walk this way. And when you go this way, you hit your head a million times. And that is no fun, hitting your head. So going down the steps here, retention wall going for about 15, 20 feet that way. The steps I wanted to go to about right here. So this would be the landing, which means there's about 1.5 foot difference here. And that's another project that we need to do. I'm pretty much going to rent a skid. And from everything going this way, it's going to be leveled down, including that side over here. All going to be at the same level. That way, come like end of October, November, I could start putting some kind of pad down here, concrete pad, so I could do a fire pit with some chairs. It'd be really nice. So that's coming down the pipeline, and I already started looking at contractors for this. I have no idea how expensive these things are until you start pricing them out. You hear some of these numbers and you go, man, I should have been in landscaping. But here is the tour. You can see this massive open space. I was cutting down 40, 50-foot trees over here to make sure we have enough space. And I think this one's gonna go down next. This one here, this small one over there, and a few others going this way. This is, remember, going to be the garden. This is the last section I'm even worried about. Really, I wanna just clear out all of this and make this flat and even so I could do, you know, fire pit. Over here is gonna be like a little kitchen area. The steps and the retention wall. I want this done before the new year. And I want this done here, November at the latest. But you can see how much I cleared out. We cut down all of this brush, all the small trees. There was about 10 trees going this way, all gone. And because of that, we get all of this great sunlight that comes in here, which keeps out all the mosquitoes. So it's doing it really, really well. When we get the pool, this one's gonna get pulled out. I don't want to do it just yet because there was a bird's nest up there, so I kind of rather wait for that one. But essentially, we changed the design a little bit. Instead of the pool going from this way, that way, it's going to go from this side to this side. It just made more sense. Go long ways, and then you actually have a bigger backyard. I was trying to save this tree as much as possible, but my property line is right here. So it's like, you know, that unfortunately, even if I did a 10-foot, or I think it's supposed to be 10 by 12, so 10 this way, which would be about to here, okay? So from there to there, which I can't do anyway, it's gonna be 2 feet over there. So you jump back this way, this would be the edge of the pool, and the tree's right here. That's gonna come down because I want 6 feet of concrete going that way for lounge chairs. And plus, once you get rid of this, it's gonna take down a lot of the shade. I don't think I can cut this one down myself. This looks like a 60 footer. So I'm not gonna touch this one. I'll let someone else come in, hire them, and take it down. Looking back, the house looks massive from here. But I'm gonna till up all of this to try to break it up as much as possible. Oh, beautiful, look at this butterfly. Oh, he flew away. Hey buddy, come here, come here, come here. Land for everyone. Come on, land. All right, he won't stop. Where are you going? Okay, he doesn't, he's just flopping around. There he is. Wow, he's pretty. He is gorgeous, right? Look at that blue. I purposely added butterfly flowers out front of my house for the butterflies, which, by the way, we found out we have bats, so that's fun. Looking over at the scary corner where they left all that wood at, I chopped it down as much as possible. I left the really big pieces. I'm gonna have to get a tractor and push these back and cut these down to size. Not really much I could do with these ones. They're just too big for my chainsaw. There's a lot of smaller ones in here. I'm gonna reorganize all this. But really, I'm working on this pile here, cutting these up into a foot at a time, then getting my axe and then cutting them up over here, and then adding them to that wood pile over there. And for the garden section in the spring, it's gonna be clearing out this whole section here, leveling as much as this is possible, and then really getting started with my garden. Of course, I worry about not getting enough sunlight back here, so we'll worry about that down the line. So that is the latest update. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And of course, I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. It is such a beautiful day. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this day. I'll see you later. Bye.